A recent book I was given is titled Finding Calcutta. What does it mean to find Calcutta in our own everyday, ordinary lives? We know what it meant for Mother Teresa. What might it mean for us? Good morning. My name is Father Frank Buckley. Happy Thursday. Today is going to be a great day. Welcome to our morning practice, our contemplative meditation group, Finding Flourishing During Times of Uncertainty. This, this practice is a three-part practice. We always begin with a little inspiration before we sit down to meditate. The second part is the heart of the program, where we give the first 20 minutes of our morning to God and then allow the rest of the day to unfold as she will. And then before jumping up to complete our day, the last part is a little Jesuit examine where we notice where God has come alive in our own personal lives and the world, and we place a strong emphasis on what is so needed right now in the world, which is meaningful community. And I invite you to put your comments in the box on Facebook. We have people literally from all over the world, and this is an opportunity to connect in a meaningful and kind way. So let's begin with a little excerpt from this book, Finding Calcutta, that Susanna Funston gave me, and I had put it at the bottom of my reading list, but picked it up and have not been able to put it down ever since. Occasionally, Mother Teresa taught the volunteers and visitors a scripture by using her five fingers. She pointed to each one and emphatically said, "You did it for me." In the book of Matthew, Christ tells his disciples, "I was hungry and you gave me food, thirsty and you gave me drink. I was a stranger and you welcomed me, in prison and you even came to me." The disciples asked when they ever saw Jesus in these conditions, and he answered, "Truly I say, as you did it to one of the least of my brothers or sisters, you did it to me." Most of us build relationships through a kind of elaborate, systematic exchange of stories. I tell you my stories, you tell me yours, and during the time we are together, we constantly make determinations about how much to tell and how much to withhold. Through this ritual, we choose who will be our friends and who will not. However, Mother Teresa did not see herself as having this choice or needing to form that kind of personal relationship. She assumed a bond between us that went through God. Rather than construct a horizontal relationship between humans, she understood relationships more as a triangle with God, and God was at the top. I do not think in the entire 2 months I was there that any sister ever asked me anything except my name or where I was from. It simply was not part of the work. We need not exchange personal information to do the work. I remember another story about an evangelical Protestant minister who went to Mother for prayer. He wanted to know God's plan for his life. Mother immediately replied, "I will pray for you, but not for that. I will pray for faith. That is what you need, more faith." Mother Teresa said if God had told her his full plan for the missionaries of charity, she would have been too frightened to step out of the convent and pick up that first person on the street. She was simply called into a relationship with Christ, that unfolded one day at a time. The missionaries' absolute conviction that they are serving Christ in the distressing disguise of the poor makes their arduous and repetitive labor sacred. Their confidence that God works through them grants them power, grace, and humility. It is a very different task to bathe a soiled adult when you see him as Christ than if you are simply cleaning someone for your job. For the missionaries of charity, each task must be done with love. Small things done with great love. Now, you might be wondering why I chose that for our inspiration for this morning, because I think the same exact philosophy applies to meditation, to becoming a contemplative in action. Father Keating says the method is so simple, it's almost too good to be true. We just simply sit down. And in that sitting, we drop from the head to the heart. We repeat the sacred word grounded in love, and then we experience a miracle in our everyday, ordinary lives. Thich Nhat Hanh calls this the miracle of mindfulness, of attending to the present moment with love. Let's begin. So I invite you to unplug. That is one of the ways we flourish from all technology. I will set the timer for 20 minutes so you don't have to worry about it. Wait a minute, I've got it for an hour and 20 minutes. There we go. And then we will begin and end with the bell. So I invite you to take a seat on a chair or cushion. If you'd like, take your shoes off, make contact with the earth, press the soles of the feet into the earth. You can close the eyes or lower the eyes, whatever feels safe to you. And let's begin. Listen, listen. The sound of this beautiful bell returns us to our true home. As always, we begin with diaphragmatic breathing, that is, breathing deeply as possible into the lower belly 3 times, in through the nose, out through the mouth, to help get us grounded. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Last time, deeply as possible. Inhale and exhale. Continue to breathe on your own. On the exhale, just allow the shoulders to lower. Take the attention to the body. We always start with the feet. Feel the feet pressed on to the green earth, our mother. And just experience how solid she feels this morning. Lengthen the spine just a little bit. Healthy spine, healthy body. Relax the shoulders. Anything you've been holding on to, just let go. Let it slide off the shoulders. Let the earth receive it. Relax, restore, renew. You feel a little lighter. Take the attention to the heart. Take your hands to your heart and focus on something this morning for which you're grateful and name it in one word. Gently place that word in the center of your heart. And as a community, let's breathe into the gratitude. Inhale and exhale. Release the hands and just notice what you feel. Finally, we focus on an intention for this morning's practice, something we desire deeply in our life in this moment, not being afraid to ask God for something great and beautiful right now. We'll seal that intention with an inhale and an exhale. Intention and attention. We set the intention. Now we very gently take the attention to the breath, engage our sacred word, and enjoy a little deep rest. Please continue. Mm. Mm. Gently bring your attention back to the room. If your eyes were closed, go ahead, open the eyes. You can circle the wrist one way and then the other. Bring a little movement back into the body. And we'll do a little exercise just to bring a little oxytocin, the love hormone, into the body. Just Briskly rub the hands together as fast as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Place them next to your heart. Inhale and exhale. Release the hands. Wonderful job, everyone. We did the 20-minute silent meditation. We have the tree trimmers in Hollywood, so it's a little more challenging than usual, but possible. So we'll shift to the third part of the program, which is the Jesuit Examine. And here we just notice where God's come alive in our lives, and feel free to jot it down in the comment box. 3 areas within the last 24 hours where I've noticed God and Jesus come alive in my own life have been yesterday was a really amazing experience right after I finished with our morning practice at 10 o'clock. I did a Zoom meeting with Sister Rosemarie for the Archdiocese of Los Angeles for all of their teachers who wanted to join. And it was on resilience and brain health. And I just would say it was so touching to me, these men and women who are so committed to their vocation of teaching and doing everything they can in the middle of a pandemic, in the middle of online learning, to really bring new and beautiful experiences to their students. And to get to be a part of that was really really great. I did share with them most of my work is with the people who are who are unhoused, but in our morning practice with people living on the streets, when we start to focus on instead of what's wrong with our life, but what's right with our lives and how we can flourish, really amazing things can happen. So that was great to be with them for a couple hours. The second thing that went where I noticed God come alive was yesterday. I did the mass for the Catholic worker downtown, and I used to do. I think it was the first Wednesday of every month, but because of the pandemic, we haven't been doing any masses there. So Matt Harper, who's a member of the community, put together a Zoom mass, and it was really, yeah, it was really amazing. They had the music and people from different houses and people from the Catholic worker community, and just such a blessing to be able to be part, to applaud the beautiful work they do in Skid Row of feeding so many people who are hungry, of housing people, of living out the vision of Dorothy Day. And then the last place where God has come alive for me is, again, just for that gratitude for this contemplative community, for the beautiful ways you show up. We come together for our practice every morning. The way we build community in the middle of a pandemic is beyond anything I could have ever imagined. And none of this would be possible without you guys tuning in and spreading the word. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you tomorrow on Friday. God bless you.